What if you could manipulate time? Not in a sci-fi time travel kind of way, but in the way you perceive it. Today we're delving into the fascinating world of time perception. Imagine sitting in a boring meeting. The clock seems to slow, each second stretching out into eternity. But when you're engrossed in a thrilling novel or an intense video game, hours can slip by without you noticing. What's with that? That's time perception at work. Time perception is our subjective experience of time, which can differ significantly from objective clock time. This is not a new concept. Philosophers, psychologists, and neuroscientists have been studying time perception for centuries, trying to unravel its mysteries. So how does this happen? Our brains have an internal clock that keeps track of time. This clock isn't like the one on your wall. It doesn't tick evenly. Instead, it's influenced by a myriad of factors. Remember that boring meeting? When you're not engaged, your brain's attention is divided. You're aware of the passing time, and it seems to drag on. But when you're deeply engrossed in something, your brain doesn't have the bandwidth to track time, so it seems to fly. And then there's the odd phenomenon of time seeming to slow down during a crisis. Scientists think this happens because, in a high-stress situation, our brains go into overdrive, taking in more information than usual. This makes the event seem longer in memory. But it's not just our current activities that influence our perception of time. Age, culture, and even temperature can play a role. For example, children perceive time as moving more slowly than adults. This is because their brains are developing and they're absorbing so much new information. In conclusion, the perception of time is a complex, multifaceted phenomenon. It's influenced by our activities, our age, our culture, and even our environment. It's not just a simple ticking clock. It's a dynamic, fluid experience that shapes our lives in profound ways. The next time you catch yourself wondering why time is dragging or flying, remember, it's all in your head. Your brain is a powerful tool, capable of bending your perception of time. So maybe in a way, you can manipulate time, just not quite like a time-traveling superhero.